So during the day, I string a lot of kendamas, so I thought it'd be nice to make a video to show you guys how to string your own. So let's get started. So you need to change your kendama string, and you're not quite sure how to do it. Well, here's a good place to start. First, there's a couple different reasons why you would change your string. Maybe you just don't like the color. Maybe it's getting dirty. Or maybe it just broke. There's a few things you might need. First, some scissors. You're going to want to cut the old string out. Now, just pull it through cups. And I already pulled it out of the tama because you saw before it broke. You can get rid of this old string. We will just throw it away. Okay. So you need your tama, your serrato or your cups, and your spike. First thing I like to do is take your new string and your bead, and you are going to thread it through the top hole in the tama. Once it is through, you will put the bead on the end of the string, like so. Just let the bead trail through the end there. Now, you want to make the knot a little bit thicker so that the bead doesn't come off. Now the bead acts as like a washer between the top of the tama and the string, so it lets the string spin freely inside of the ball. So what I do is I give it 2 turns and I thread the tail end of the string back through the loop, and I just cinch it up like so. Then you have a nice tight knot with your bead on the end. Okay? Alright, the next part is to string the serrato. Now I'm right-handed, so I always start big cup facing up. Okay? If you are left-handed, you can go the other way. Small cup facing up. But I am right-handed, so I will go big cup facing up. I'm going to put the string hole through the side of the right cup and then through the front of the can. Now the hole in the back is slightly larger, so that will hold the knot. Now I do the same type of knot on the end here. Make a little loop, 2 turns, and thread the tail through. Cinch it tight, give it a little tug, and you're good to go. Now, I also like to use my knees to hold the tama, and then I can get this on pretty tight. You don't want to push too hard. Some people will get up and use the edge of the table, but you don't want to do that because you don't want to crack your cups. But there you go. Restrung and ready to play. Now if you're worried about string length, some people like 2, I like 3, but that's a personal preference. So that is how you string a kendama that the cups come off of the can. Okay, so to string a kendama that has a grommet in the middle or a fixed point, so this you don't want to pull the cups apart, that's just going to end up breaking it. It's a lot simpler. Now the method for the tama is the same, but I realized in the last video I did not show you guys how to use string tools, so I thought I'd bring those into play here. So they're very simple to use. There's two types usually. One where it's already together at the top, and one like this where it's a little bit apart. What you're going to want to do if you're using a string tool is you're going to put the two ends through the hole like so. Okay. And then find the end of the string that you need to get through that hole, and then just grab and pull it through. That's an easy way if you have a string that's maybe frayed at the end and won't go through the hole. So it's pretty simple. It's an also helpful way to get your string on the bead. So you can just put the bead right on the end there, throw your string through the end there, put the bead between your fingers, and just pull. And there you go. Your bead is on the string. Again, we make our knot make our loop, 2 turns, feed the tail right through the end here, and make it snug. Cinch it. Alrighty, and we're good. Now, with this type of Ken, with the center here, you don't have to worry about pulling it apart or pushing it down or anything like that. Depending on how big this hole is though, you might want to do an extra turn on your loop at the end. So I'm right-handed. I want the big cup facing to my right when I put the string hole through. If you were left-handed, you would want the big cup facing to the left when you put the string through. So what I'm going to do, right-handed, big cup facing to the right, I'm going to put the string through. Again, if you needed to, this string goes through fine, but you can use a string tool. Just pop it in there, put your string through the side, like so, and just pull. Comes right out the end, nice and easy. And then you just make a nice, so I'll show you because I'm going to do an extra turn on this one to make sure. So say 1, 2, 3 turns, the tail end, and just cinch that up nice and tight, and you're good to go. You end up with a thicker knot, holds it in place, and you're good. You're restrung. Oh, that was terrible, but you're restrung. Apparently I can't land anything. There we go. Restrung and ready to go.